Hello. How is everybody tonight? See, Bonnie and Gail are already in the room. Hi, guys. How are you? Hey, 8 people in the room. Amazing. I feel really bright tonight for some reason. I don't know why. It doesn't look bright on my other screen. But, we're doing pretty good. Not terrible. We started getting snow this afternoon, though. So that was fun. I didn't take a coat out with me, but it's all right. I'm a Colorado girl. I was good with bare feet. Running in and out of the car to the house, it wasn't that big of a deal. I wasn't doing anything else much running around. So I did see that. Thank you, Bonnie. I did get a notification. I appreciate you letting me know. Thank you so much. So, you want more snow? Well, you can have mine. You can definitely have ours. I have no idea if it's actually supposed to accumulate here or not, because you just never know depending on who you listen to. You get a different forecast on every channel, on every app, on everything. And I was going to look outside before I sat down, but I didn't, to see if anything was sticking. So that I do not know if it's actually going to do anything. It was just melting when oh, sure, I could work real hard at that. I wonder how we could do that. You might not like it by the time it gets there, Bonnie. Oh, I finally had all the snow, all the ice melt in our front yard from November underneath all the other accumulations. So we're starting over again with the spring pile. There's Jeff. He's home, hanging out, saying hi in the chat. So how is everyone? Hi, I'm Becky's Vintage Viking Treasures. Here we are on my channel on Tuesday again. I am trying to get the last of my things just unpacked, unloaded, unwrapped for you guys for tonight. So as we chat a little bit before or as people come in the room, we'll go from there. Miss Stephanie, hey, thank you so much for your email this week, Stephanie. It really was appreciated. Thank you. And I spent some time, my friend was back in town, and we spent some time, what were we doing? We were organizing and putting stickers on stuff. What is that called? Pricing. That's what we were doing. We were pricing. So I do have a little bit of things that need to get finished. I have another box started for the booth that'll need to go in. Hi, Mom. How are you feeling? It's coming down. Oh, the wind's been crazy all day. Margaret, hello. Good to see you. So yeah, I mean, I know the wind's been crazy. I just didn't know if it was sticking or not. I gotta check on a little bitty thing here. So maybe we'll have Jeff go look, run outside, see what it looks like out there. Okay, what does this say? I really need like a super duper magnifying glass for this one. I think that's what it says, but I'm not sure. Huh, well, we'll have to give that a whirl. Hi, Laura, good to see you. So yes, hi. Hello, everybody from snowy Colorado. Apparently, it's coming down. Whether we like it or not, it is snowing. Wonderful, my favorite. But since we're really close to spring, so what? The 20th in 2 days, it's technically spring, so it should start to melt pretty quickly. There's Miss Kim. Hi, Kim. How are you tonight? Thanks for jumping in the chat. So I did I texted with Kristen this afternoon. She was originally planning on coming in and modding tonight, but then had a rough night, so she had to bow out. So I was like, oh, have you got blizzard up there? Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry. You can keep it as well. So I did ask quickly as I was coming in. I'm like, Kim, Are you able to maybe jump in and help out with some of the modding tonight? That would be awesome if you are. If not, I understand because it's last minute. Kristen, Kristen is, no matter what, when we're trying to recover, it never goes as fast as we want it to. And we're never at where we want to be until all of a sudden you realize, oh, I actually am at a milestone that I can, go out and go to get groceries or something without it being a big giant thing. And it's white out east. Oh my goodness. I have all my Colorado peeps in the chat tonight. So we might need some sleds and boots and all that stuff tonight. So, wow, crazy. So regardless, keep Kristen in your thoughts. She's recovering. She just had a rough night. So she needs to go to bed early and do other things tonight. So no worries. And flooding. I forget about that. See, that's something we don't have in Colorado usually, unless it's like a summer storm. Like I've read a lot about in the Midwest where there's been flooding from the snow, the ice dam breaking like further upstream and stuff like that. But we don't get that here. So, oh my goodness. Yeah, our girl Kristen. I'm hoping to see her on Saturday because I need to catch up with her. Give her a hug. And I have a few things to exchange with her. Hoping that if MJ's in the chat, please, MJ, email me. I know we're starting to get communication, but for some reason it's just not going through. So, snow day tomorrow? No way, Jeffrey. You can't have a snow day yet. I know we've been having high wind warnings, but I don't think we're having I don't think it's going to blizzard that much here, but hey, I could be totally wrong. So no, you guys are fine. It'll be fine. It'll be okay. Yeah. So yes, here we are on Tuesday. Next week, Stephen will be back with me on our 4th Tuesday of the month. So that'll be fun. It'll be a whole month by the time we haven't had him in joining us in the chat and the sales. So that'll be fun again. It will be you know what I mean. It will be fun to have him back again. There will be the right way to do it. Hi, Geneva. How are you doing? Good to see you. Are you getting snow? Mom keeps telling me y'all need some snow up there in the Midwest and you're not getting enough. So, all right. I am doing PayPal invoicing. Usually I will get my invoices done within 48 hours. I ask you to try and pay them within 48 hours, and then I try and ship them within 48 hours. Last week, it was so quick and fast. I only had 5 invoices granted, but everything was paid and shipped out by Friday night and was ready to go to the post office Saturday morning. So it went lickety split and super great. I didn't have to worry about anything over the weekend. Was awesome. So I appreciate that as well on my end. Good. I'm glad you're supposed to get some snow. I hope you want snow. Big rain, 8 inches, Margaret. I think that 8 inches of rain sounds deeper than 8 inches of snow because ours is not as obviously as dense. It doesn't, when it melts down, we don't have near as much moisture as you do when it rains. So goodness, that'll be something too when that gets coming through. So, let's see. So Kim, are you good in the chat? Good for helping out tonight? I have pulled together my finds and stuff from the week. I have a few things from my tea table. We did a tea at the lodge on Saturday, and some of those items are coming to you guys before they go out to the booth. And so I have those here as well. Not as many. Easter is slowing down for me because I want to still be able to get it out to you in time for the holiday. But I think we have more than enough to hang out and do some, our normal almost 2 hours worth. So, hi, Becky. How are you doing tonight? Good to see you. If you have a question, throw it in the chat. Myself, someone in the chat will answer it. We are all about making sure that everybody knows what's going on and understands it. If you're new, welcome. Thanks for joining me. This is a really an amazing community. Lots of the sellers and the buyers are all supportive of each other along between all the channels, and we appreciate that. We all appreciate that so much. I appreciate that y'all are willing to spend your time with me and be interested in the kind of finds I'm finding here in Colorado Springs. So hi, Patty Rose. Good to see you. Welcome in. So without further ado, I think we're just going to go ahead and get it going here. So I'm going to take a quick sip for the lag. If we need to make sure, you know, that button right here, if you touch, it has a red dot and says live when you touch your screen. If you're not having that word that says live right here, that means you're a little bit behind, and just touch it again and it will catch you up. So, okay, we're going to just start. I'm going to pick something. We'll go Eastery first to begin with. We're going to be having a choice first. Yes, Bonnie, that's where I was going with that. If you're brand new here, thank you for coming and hanging out. Please subscribe to the channel. That helps with all the algorithms. Thumbs up on all the videos and the live sales. That helps as well. And of course, comment if there's something that I have passed, and or throw it in the chat that you're interested in, and we can figure out if it's still available. So not a problem. Okay, here it is. We have a choice. I have some, I think they're vintage-ish, 80s, give or take. Made in China is what this one says, but they all have, I think, yes, this Midwest importers, made in China. And I have a choice of 3 different boxes. They are the miniature wooden ornaments for a spring tree. I've seen some. I had one for my tea table that was like a white wire, like a birch tree or an aspen tree. And then you can hang, and mine had little LED lights on the end of it. So that's really cool. And you can hang these miniature ornaments on them. So this choice has 6 bunny rabbits on it. The start will be $6. The next choice is a set of 6 in the box of the little bunnies on the watering cans. Hi, Cindy. Welcome. Good to see you. Yellow, purple, blue, green, pink, and white. There's my Kathleen. Hi, Miss Kathleen. How are you feeling tonight? And then the eggs are a 24 pack. So that's a good deal right there. But they are tiny. They are approximately, they're just under an inch and about a ½ inch wide. So pinks, blues, yellows, greens. Is there any other colors? Nope. Whites. Blue, green, pink, purple, yellow, green, white. Got it. All the different choices. So they are in their original packages. They have been taped shut. Again, we have right there, the Midwest importers, made in China. So I think they are basically 80s to 90s. This one does not have this one doesn't have the Midwest importers, but judging by the price and the labeling, that's about the same era with, these just don't have the sticker on the back anymore. So, and the 6 bunnies are egg-shaped bodies. They're super cute too. So we got Stephanie in at 6. All right, Miss Kathleen, you do you, babe. Telling Jeff all about all that we got done the other day. So now I have to start doing some more pricing for the booth. I started another box for that today. Speaking of which, so if you're new or need a refresher, I usually will bring my items here to my YouTube sales first, and then they go on to either my in-person shows, such as the one I went to in Texas or Florida, or the one coming up in Missouri. Where else am I going to? I'm going to Ohio and where is it in my brain? Alabama. Those are the next 3 shows I have in April and May. And then if they don't go to my live sales inventory, they go into my booth, especially if it is something like this that is a holiday themed item. So we had Stephanie in at 6. We can count Miss Stephanie down. Let me get my Post-it notes going. charge them up here. I have a pile of a couple things I have to show Gail before they can come on here. And I have a little pile that I have to show Mom before I can bring it on here next time. So I'm working through it. Oh, and I think I told you guys I've had like the goal to put a sink full of water and put plates in for my beautiful table settings. And I did 2 of those, and I packed that entire banana box, which is like 40 million pounds, all priced and ready to go. So I'm working on that inventory, getting through it all. So yeah, sometimes it goes to Kathleen's house. I did give her a preview of a couple things the other day. Speaking of which, those are way over there. Actually, they're still out in the car. I guess they'll come out to the next time around. So Miss Stephanie, we're sold to you. Do you want bunnies, watering cans, or eggs, or any combination of the 3? She's taken all 3. Thank you so much. Those are the mini ornaments. Perfect. Thank you. Well, you know, I was trying to get, thank you, Becky. I will say thank you and appreciate it. I've been trying to get my BTS plates. I think that's goal started about a week and a half ago, and I've done it twice last week, but that's all my counter could handle at the time. So, all right, next up, I have these really cool aluminum mid-mod shakers. They'll be a $5 start. They do have their stoppers. They are marked Oneida. Oh, they're stainless steel. What did I say? Aluminum made in Japan. So yeah, even better, stainless steel. There are the shaker holes at the top. They are about a cone shape. What else would they be? What else would they be called? 2 3/4 inches tall and 1 1/4 inch across. That's actually a really nice size for a table. You're not going to run out, and you don't have to refill them constantly. It's a timeless design, I think. Nice and simple, shiny. Going to be resistant to fingerprints and smudges and all that kind of stuff. All right. We're going to go. I have a couple brass pieces. I really wasn't planning on. They're a little heavy. Oh, Patty Rose is in on the shakers. There we go. I'm not going to pull out the stoppers because I don't want them to, fly somewhere and I'll not be able to find them back. So we can call those for Patty unless somebody else wants to be in it. 6 or higher, Patty Rose. That is the Oneida. Breaking my lead already. ONIDA shakers. And 5. Thank you so much. And again, not that I'm like want to call out MJ in the chat. I just would love it if somebody does see her as we go, that you can let me know, let her know that our emails aren't getting through. Thank you, Patty. And I would think that a lot of people's boxes should be getting there tomorrow, somewhere in there. They went out on Saturday. So on Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, they should be getting there pretty quick. This is a brass eagle. I would probably put, here's size reference. I'm guessing he's around a pound. I would probably put 15, 16 on him in my booth, so I can start him for 10 here. He does have where someone was trying to do some polishing and has a little bit of residue there where it's hollow from the underneath side. He is sitting on a branch. There's a lot of detail. I'm calling him an eagle. I think he looks like an eagle. I mean, I suppose he could be a hawk. Kim's my bird person in the chat. She'll probably correct me. So, oh, good, Patty. Good to see. I know, aren't these? They're so cute. Oh, that reminds me. I will, as soon as I get this one going, Yes, I did tell you a start. So got detail everywhere. Let's see. He is 6 inches wide. How tall is he going to be? Almost 6 inches tall, close to 5, and about, oh, he's hard to do with his wings and everything, about 5 inches deep. So he's about 5 inches this way from tail to head, and then he's about 5 inches tall to the top of his wing. And then from wing to wing over here, he's about 6 inches wide. Miss Patsy, good afternoon. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in. Thank you, Patty. I appreciate that. That's hilarious. See, Kim will come over and she'll go, oh, that is a such and such and such and such in your tree because of the call or the color of the feathers. And I'm like, okay. Peregrine. Oh, there's a good one. Hey, Miss Kathy. So we can call that for Miss Patsy, unless anybody wants to be 11 or higher. I'm going to go with, stick with my eagle for my notes. Bird. Thank you. Bird is the word, don't you know? Or as Stephen would say, you betcha. He would tell me, you betcha. I'm going to put him right here so he doesn't fall over. Perfect. Thank you, Miss Patsy. Speaking of the little miniature stone eggs that people should be starting to get in their packages from last week, Peregrine is an eagle as well. Oh, good to know. See, I thought a peregrine was a falcon. But hey, I'm not the bird person. I know we have excuse me, in my eye, a housing development, a neighborhood called Peregrine here in Colorado Springs. All right, here's my next brass piece. It's a boot beetle. So he's got 6 legs and these 2 horns to put your heel or your boot in, pull it off and help you step on here, pull off your other one to help you get those boots off. Oh, different eagles. Okay, good to know. Got it. Let's see. I don't see any marks underneath. The only detailing is on the top side of this little boot bug. I would start this one at 12, please. That's right, Patty. No matter what we say, Patty will always be right on her assessment of what that critter was. You are very, very correct. So I'd say we're close again to a pound on this guy. Let's see, I don't need that. Got it. Let's see. Just out of curiosity. Oh, pound and 4 ounces. And it is 9 inches long, approximately 2.5 inches tall, and about 4.5 inches wide. Great, right? You don't have camels out there either. Geneva, you know it's not a camel. So definitely. I am, unless it has it like written on it. A few things I am sure of, but what kind it is exactly, I am not. And again, looks like somebody was starting to polish it, and in some of those crevices, there's a little bit of residue from that, but no worries. Oh, that's true. We had a water circus or a water Italia or something like that was in one of the parking lots here last weekend. It was gone when I went by that parking lot today. So, all right. Next up, I have a pair of egg cups. Solid white, except for this little detail. Looks like, there we go. Goes that way on that side and the other direction on the other side. So the swooshes are in gray and black. These are almost 3 inches tall and almost 2 inches across. The pair, I think I can start at $5. There is no marking underneath. I'm guessing Japan, or I'm thinking it probably matched some sort of China pattern at some point, but I did not even Google Lens search these today because I grabbed these just today. But fun fact, they fit around a standard size chicken egg. And these will be coming up a little later. So that's about what size they are. And underneath, and there we go. So I don't think they could swim either. You are correct, Geneva. You just lost internet and power. Oh no, Kim. All right. So if we lose Kim, that means that those winds got too bad out there and she lost that. That's too bad. Let us know. Well, I guess if you're not in there in the chat, we'll know you're not able to help anymore. So we got Mom in on the pair of egg cups. And we can claim those for her unless somebody else wants to be 6 or higher. Let's see, pair. Looks like I'm going to have quite a few things to take to the meeting tomorrow night. I'm going to put these over here. Thanks, Mom. Oh, we don't have anything under that. All right, we'll go here. Oh, over there. Okay. Well, Kim is here in Colorado as well, Miss Patty. She is one of my Colorado girls. She's out, but she's in, well, she lives out east of town, so I have a choice. Spring little critters. I have a bunny rabbit, or I have the chick. These are both small little figurines. The bunny is 2 inches tall and about 1.5 inches by 1 inch. So 1.5 inches this way, inch this way, and 1.5 inches tall. Here's his little face. These are in the same bisque finish as the they're, what are they called? The Snow Babies. They're by Department 56. I don't think she is. You got us. Oh my goodness. So choice starting at $6. Sorry. Oh my goodness, Patty. So they have that little bisque finish, and this guy only has, the only other coloring he has is the his eyes. And then they have the little chick who has the eyes and the little yellow on his beak. And he has his Department 56 sticker as well. Look at the little detail of his feet. So the little chick, oh, there it is. It's gusting. I can hear it. Normally I can hear the wind chimes out back. 1.5 tall by 1.25 wide and about 1 deep. So about 1 inch deep. 1.5 by 1.5. So these would go along with your snow babies or your snow baby bunnies, or with another little, a little scene next to an egg cup. But I thought they were really cute. I haven't seen very many of the miniatures. They don't have like the texture that the snow babies do. So I betcha, Ramola, it's been bad. There's been a lot of snow. I mean, a lot of wind. It's been windy all week here. It's been crazy. Okay. Next up. Clear glass. Nope, that's that one. That was that one. All right. This is going to start at $9. This also is Department 56. The Snow Baby Bunnies. But we're crossing over into multiple things. It's seasonal for Easter with the egg and the bunny, and springtime with a little bluebird, and it's also a trinket box. So He's got this adorable little bisque finish woven basket cart that he is pushing. And there's his little face right there. And I believe I heard this earlier. Does he have pink? Some of these have pink in their ears. I'm not seeing it on this one. Nope. Just his eyes and his face. This little snowbird, snow bunny, whatever they're called, guy is almost 3 inches tall, about 2.5 inches wide, and just over about an inch and a quarter this direction, 1.25 inches, 2 inches, and then just over 2 inches tall. Yeah, it's really sweet. I thought it was a little bit different too, being that it has this little, oh yeah, and it says Happy Easter in the bottom of the little trinket box. So about this big. It has that decorated egg right underneath the bird. I don't think that bird laid that egg though. It's a little big for that bird. But I mean, who knows what family it came out of? The falcon family, the eagle family. I think I had said, did it go in the chat or did we lose Kim? All right, we might have lost Kim on that one. I thought I said a $9 start, Geneva. So we'll just throw it in here. Snow Baby, that's what they're called. Snow Baby start. Oh, I can't. Oh, there she is. Okay. I am terrible about typing. No worries, Kim. No. Well, because it's a snow baby bunny. That's my problem. We used to, when I worked at Hallmark, we had a lot of these snow babies and a lot of the Department 56 stuff on the shelves, collector's pieces. Was there a date on the bottom of that? Not seeing it. You know, certain things just stick in your head better than others. You never know. Nope, I don't see any copyright on that one. Oh, yay. Good to know. We got Stephanie in at 9. Snow Bunny. Other things, you know, I found that there's certain things that my mom and my grandmother used to talk about in depression glass. We can count that down for Stephanie. That just come out automatically. And I honestly don't know why I know what they are. I just know that that's what I've always been told. That's what they are. So sometimes people are like, well, how do you know it's that? And I'm like, let me think about that. I don't know why I know that. I just know that's what it is because inherently that's what I was taught. So I'm going to have to work on figuring out some of those things. So especially with some of the depression glass patterns. So, oh, all right, Geneva. Sounds good. We're counting it down for Miss Stephanie. Thank you. I'm going to put this in here. You open up. Stay right there. Got it. And we're sold to Miss Stephanie. Appreciate it. All right. It is. And it's one of those things that I don't even realize that it's happening. And I'm spitting out words and I'm like, well, how do I know that? I just do. So I know I have a few little smalls in there, but we'll get to that in a second. All right, let's work on anything else holiday to start with. This is a single egg cup and it's a plastic one. This will be a $3. Well, let's make it a $2 start. It's kind of that off-white color plastic. I don't believe that there's a marking on it. Totally padding. Oh, wait, there might be something. That or it's just dust. I need to double up. I'm not seeing anything. I don't think it's super duper old, but I'm guessing it's probably 80s, 90s. So it's a little bit smaller. This was the first set of egg cups. So it's a little bit shorter. It will still fit a regular chicken size egg. It is just at 2 inches tall, and it is almost 1¼ inches across. So, but it's one little single egg holder. But I couldn't leave it behind. I've been trying to pick up, like I said, for my BTS, anything for place settings. But these single ones, definitely love to start here with you guys first. All right. Next up, I have choice. I have 2 available. I believe these were a hand painted in Norway. I think they were a souvenir Cadbury eggs. They would probably, you could fit a few of those in there. The regular ones you could for sure. They have those little mini ones. They'd be cute too. These are painted wooden trinket boxes. I think that they were painted for souvenirs from Norway. I know that they came from Norway because I've had other ones before, since this is my other big category that I really love is the Scandinavian stuff, specifically Norwegian items. I have a choice of 2, but they are both basically the same, other than, one was painted, whatever the nuances of them being hand painted are. They will start at $12 each. I would normally put approximately $15 to $20 on these at my Scandi shows. They are 3 inches across, and they are about 1¼ inches tall. They may even be 1½ inches with that little bit of a rounded portion of the top. They were turned wood. You can see where they were in like a lathe and they were turned out. The natural finish on the inside, there's where the lid was turned with the natural grains. These usually aren't signed, but these are more mass produced, even though that they're hand painted for souvenirs. So they're not like the more intricate individual one-of-a-kind kind of style rose molding pieces that I normally have that are a little bit bigger that I love as well. But never let rose molding escape. So, yep, I'm sure. And I've had them in blue. I've had them in a burgundy background. And I think I've had them in a dark green background. So, all right. Those are going to the side. Next up, we're going to go with these. Okay. Let's take a sip for this. I know nothing about these. These are glass. They are iridized. They are a pale, that turquoisey green color. They have that shiny finish on them. They got that little, they're so shiny. I think these have been mass produced because I have 12 of them. I'm back here. They have been ground but not polished. So they all do stand flat. I'm going to do them at a choice, and I think I need to start them at let's start them at $6 each. I have 12. I would hold them up, but I can't hold 12 up. They are all basically the same size and shape, but see, you can see that one's a little more pointed than this one is, but they all have ground bottoms. There is no signatures, nothing on the bottom. I thought they would be amazing for place setting. I would hold up as many as I can, but I really don't want to drop them. But take my word for it. I have 12 available. Look how shiny they are. Trying to show that slight iridized finish, but they're so shiny that they have a big glare on them. Are they still? I haven't looked for eggs lately, Stephanie. I think the natural light really does show them off a little bit better than this evening light, right? I have had before where somebody took an egg carton and put those dyed agate eggs in the carton, all different colors. What I don't know is if maybe you had somebody, you could have them personalized for like a place card at a place setting or for an event. But I definitely couldn't pass these up. They do have, can you see the bubbles? There's some bubbles inside the glass. So they're not totally as clean or as, what would be the word? The more bubbles in the glass means that people have worked faster with the glass itself, because every time they dip into the melted glass, it adds air to it, and that's where the bubbles get caught, and then they don't all escape. And so it's just the more the person has worked with glass, the less bubbles they usually get when they're blowing or making something like that. So, all right. Next up, I found this little guy, and we need to get out the black light and check it out. Kristen is, okay, this is my $3.95, which is not, oh, it just has a little bit. It's got a little bit. I have a crackle vase with some clear ribbing or handwork done around the neck of the vase up to a ruffle on it. This is probably rainbow, or what's the other one? I always forget. Because rainbow has a smaller crackle. That's why I say it's probably rainbow. Start on this would be $15. It is 5.5 inches tall and about 4 inches across at the base. Now, here is really hard to see. You can really see the crackle where the UV light is catching those edges. There is not a lot of glow. There's just a tiny bit more up on the neck. So if you're wanting to put it in a cabinet that has those lights, the majority of the fluoresce or the reaction is up here in the neck of the vase, and actually, for that matter, it's on the inside. So yeah, this would be great into those fall colors, but it is really bright orange. Almost, it's almost like neon in a way. It's much more of a bright tone, a summer orange, than say a fall orange. The height again is 5.5 inches tall. About here. I should measure is this big? From my chin to my eyebrow, my forehead. Miss Patsy is in at 15. And I know there is that specific special word for this added detail around the neck. And again, usually when it is nice and straight, they call it ribbed or strung. But because it's curved and added that way, there's probably a different term for it. Let's see, Miss Patsy is in at 15. Thank you, Miss Patsy. Orange vase. Miss Patsy, you have 2 boxes on the way. Yeah, maybe. But there's a glass term, and it's not coming out. So I'll probably think of it as soon as I'm going to bed tonight. Anyone else wants to be in it, a 16 or higher? So this is almost I would say it's almost oval down here, blown out, and then a nice cylinder on the neck with that little ruffle at the top and that detailing. Riggery. That's what this is called. You're correct. This part is called riggery. Good job, Geneva. You get a point. 5 points for that matter. Thank you for counting it down. Kathy, you beat Kathy on the Google search on that one. She's our Google queen. So, see, I know it when I hear it. For sure. All right, Miss Patsy's in at 15. We're calling that down. And yeah, I got to go over to the painted tree, which I don't know if I know I've talked about it here as being the new vendor mall here in town. Yeah, good job. I know. That's what I do. I go to open up a page to look for something else, and by the time I get the other page open on my phone, I can't remember what I've gone to look for. A proverbial room from one to the other. I totally understand. And one of the vendors at our painted tree, I found out she was there stocking her booth, and she used to have booths with us at Willowstone, which was the original vendor mall that Mom and I were in from way back. And we got to talking for quite a while. And so I got some real interesting information about the painted tree and how well it's doing for her. And she does a really good job of some newer gift ideas and some vintage one-of-a-kind items mixed in. And that came out of her booth. And so did these, actually. So this will be our next item. Another pair of piggy shakers. These ones are ceramic. They are marked Japan. They can start at $10. So they've got these hilarious little faces and expressions on them. All the painting looks, some of it looks airbrushed. They both have the original corks. Here is the top. They have the same number of holes, but one a little bit different than the other. And they both look like surprised, like somebody asked a question and one doesn't quite sure the answer to the question, like me tonight, and one is raising her hand saying, I might know the answer. Super cute little ceramic shakers. They are, let's see, this one is 3.5. Yeah, so 3.5-ish inches tall and about 1 to 1.5 inches at the base. But they are from Japan, both marked. That is a little hard to see on the one. There it is. That way, there it is. And that way. I would guess 50s-ish, 50s to 60s. Spelled riggery. There you go. Between all of us, we will get it all the things. We'll get the right word, the right spelling, the right terms, everything. Good job, guys. High five. Yay, team. Woo. I want another gust. All right. I thought this would be a really cute little butter pat and or say like a tea bag holder. Right? It's just like we're all sitting around trying to have that conversation at the table. We're all trying to remember things. Right, Patty? I don't think the one was like, oh, me. I'm like, oh, I'll sit out. I need to sit down this time. This is like a miniature plate. Little boy sitting there fishing in his little straw hat and overalls. $3 start. It is 3.5 inches across, just about a 1/2 inch deep. It does say on the back the permanent number of this, or let's try this. The permanent number of this little fisherman miniature plate is a single use of Americans' beloved painter of children, Donald Zolan. Not for containing food. So I guess you shouldn't put any food items on it. So my idea would, unless you're throwing away the tea bag, that would be the only way to do it. Otherwise, it'd be a cute little piece to hang on the wall. But it is a tiny little miniature, like collector's plate. So it's a bummer that it's, it doesn't say 1994, made in the USA. So I suppose, if you're going to use, if your tea bag isn't going back in a cup, it would be fine to use it for something like that. But that's why I picked it up in the first place. But that's all right. I didn't read the back, didn't have enough glasses on at the time. Oh, right. You could put a little trinket dish, coin dish, soap dish, all the little things that you could totally use for that, to rest things in as well. Keep them from falling off a dresser. All right. Next up, I have a pendant. It is about 1¼ inches across. I do not think it's marked, but I'm going to give it a good look over here. It is a silver sand dollar. It is a silver, let's say a silver look. I don't think it is stainless, sterling. It is not marked anywhere. It's just a nice size pendant piece. This would be a $4 start. It has the jump ring on it, so you could just string it on a necklace. 1¼ inches across. Silver tone sand dollar. And I wish that it had been marked, but I'm not seeing anything on it. But super cute. I mean, I don't see sand dollars very often, especially here in Colorado. There we go. You can kind of see necklace size it would be. It's almost the size of a silver, actually a silver dollar coin. It's just about right for that. So sand dollar charm. We are at 4 with Miss Patsy. Anybody else wants to be in, it'll be 5 or higher as we count her down. And I'm going to put this in a little baggie. I thought I had one. We'll find it back. It'll be here somewhere. So it doesn't roll off the table or anything. So you think it looks stainless? It's interesting because I think the design looks a little bit darker where, like on the back here, the design looks a little bit deeper on a couple of these sections on the top. So I didn't even look on the edge, but there it is. Last call for Miss Patsy. This is one I just got today. Super cute. Oh, for cute. That's what we're going to call that one. Thank you, Miss Patsy. I got a pair of these little tumbler glasses, juice glasses. They have I don't know what we would call him. Let's see. See if we can put this in there and you can see his pattern better. The pair of 2, I think they're just a little bit bigger than juice glasses. They are Anchor Hawking. No, they are Hazel Atlas. There's the mark underneath, the H and the A, Hazel Atlas. The pair of 2, I would do a $6 start. So here's the little table with like the straw dispenser, the checkered tablecloth, glasses, the tray, and then I don't know, maybe in a little Italian, a pizza guy with his mustache and his eyebrows. And then it repeats the table on the other side. So they are both that same pattern. Actually, there's two tables, 2 waiters, chefs with his apron on, They are just at 3 inches tall and 2 1/4 wide at the top. They're they are not as wide as the bottom. The bottom is 1 1/4, then it goes up to 2 and 1 3/4, 2 1/4, has an angle and a slant to it. Then there is also a little bit of a paneled optic to the glass. Oh, it's hard to see. It just looks like a rib in the glass. So, and they are both marked on the bottom. That didn't make it look any better with that. Tried to take off that sticker saying it's 1 of 2, but there's the mark on the bottom that says HA for Hazel Atlas. Oh, there we go. Beautimus. Not anchor hawking, because that would be an anchor with an H. And that is that pair. That white over there. Perfect. All right. That. Do I have any cardinal lovers in the chat? I can do these as, let's do these as a choice. Let's go with a $3 start. These are resin. They are newer decor. I have the one with his tail up and the one where his head is up and his tail is just straight out. And yes, I do know these are cardinals. This guy needs a little bit of a little dab of a Sharpie on his nose. They are made in China because they are new decor items. Approximately 5 inches, 5.5 inches long by about 4 inches tall. So it'll be a choice of cardinal for $3 for these littler ones. And then I also have a larger cardinal, and he would be a $6 start. He is significantly bigger. Here's the little one, and here's the big guy. Also a newer resin, which is about 8 inches long and 5.5 inches tall, probably about 4 inches wide. Very good detail on these resin guys. I use these on my tea table. I did a whole cardinal theme. I had my stauber. Oh, can you see it? Nope. I have a stauber, which is a Norwegian barn building with that was a birdhouse with a cardinal in front of it. I had cardinal plates, a bunch of plaid that coordinated everything, the little white trees and it, and cardinal napkin ring holders as well. Coordinated the whole mess. Stephanie is at 6 on the large. And the fun thing about having the tea at our lodge is that every year I try and think of a new theme, because it's just fun to go and hunt up, a new coordinating thing and try and think of something new. I did a hot chocolate with gnomes one once. And I think I did like a Scandinavian Christmas with all the hearts and pines on the table one time. Thank you, Stephanie. And I'm trying to think of what else I've done. Oh, I did like an all white winter wonderland. We used to do it right before Christmas. And then, and then that thing happened a few years back, and that changed a whole bunch of timelines for us. Right? Nope. No, Kathy. These are the other color. Hopefully we're not colorblind on these. Right? So I'm trying to think. What started this last table was I found a spongeware a red spongeware teapot, and I'm like, oh, that would be pretty in a nice size teapot, and that's where this whole table started from, and that's where the cardinals came to be this time around. So thank you, Stephanie. We got Kim counting us all down. All right. Perfect. I have something a little different. These came from the Florida Disney Character Warehouse when we were there. When we were there in February. These are miniature cornrow style or beanbag games. There's the two little mini bean bags inside. So it's like tabletop. And there's that little bumblebee guy that's in a character that they've done for the Flower and Garden Festival at Epcot. And these are miniature beanbag or cornrow games. So 4.5 inches by 3 inches. They're just an inch deep. They have the little feet right here that pop out. This set, so one for each side, 2 beanbags each. This would be $5 start. They're brand new in the bag. I thought they would be really cute for, you know, there's always fun to have like the kids' games at a dinner table or at a family get together where they could play something or have a little activity that, you know, it's not going to hurt anybody. And these little beanbags are the cutest thing ever. They're almost like burlap. And I'm trying to think if it says, oh, it says on the side, Disney with a number, made in China, spot clean only. So yeah, you don't want to submerge these in water. But I thought they were adorable. All right. We had Patty in, and then we had Romola in. This is the Disney beanbag, table beanbag game. But this little bee here, that's what sold me on them. Super cute. Let's see, where am I at? There's that. That's done. Do. Okay. Oh, I have a few things behind me. I have some plush tonight too, if we can get to it. Romola is in at 8. Thank you so much. Thank you, Patty. So this. Patty, let us know whether you'd like to stay in. Out to Romola. All right. Thank you so much. We can count that down. Perfect. Appreciate it. I found them in the bottom of a box that I didn't finish unloading from coming back from February. And I was like, oh yeah, look at that. Of course, I forgot to bring those, show those. Oh, we need to show this. And this. Put this over there. Okay. Keep working through the pile. Thank you, Romola. Thank you, Miss Patty. I have a miniature book set on a shelf. This will be a $6 start. The person I purchased it from had it wrapped up in the little saran wrap just to keep all the pieces together. So we have these two little ducks, bookends, and there are 4 books in between. You can see them here from the top, and then it's all sitting on a little shelf. Or a coffee table. I don't know exactly what scale that one would be. The shelf or the table is 2.5 inches by 1.25. They do move inside. I mean, they're not attached to the table, not even the little bookends. So I believe I can put, well, can I open the books? I cannot open the books. So I think they're wood. And a couple of them have gold, like gilded edges to them. But cute little book ends. That's the back side, the pages. That's the top. And then there's the spines. So red, black, blue, orange, green, all on the little shelf or coffee table. I know. Duck, duck, goose. Who knows? We have quite a foul theme this evening, don't we? How silly is that? So there's the miniature guy. I know, right? No, it's not a camel, Mom. Come on. We know that. Oh, here. This is a good one. Still quite, oh my goodness, they're all tangled up. There we go. Quite themed for the season. These are fabric carrots, little polka dot stems. This one has a plaid pattern, a polka dot pattern, and a stripe pattern. How much were the books, did I say? Did I miss it? I thought I said 6 was the start on the books. They do have a little, one of those little plastic tags through the ends of them. It kind of helps keep them together in terms of a bundle for displaying. The tags say Horizon Group USA, and then they have a date from 17. Oh, now I did? Okay. I think we're stuck on if I say duck or goose, but if you want the books, I said 6 as a start. No worries. I'm not going to take them out because they definitely are not attached to the shelf or the little bookend or whatever's in there. So, oh, all right. We're going back to it. Romola's at 6. Sorry. I swear I said it. Miniature books set. We're at 6 for Romola. Anybody else wants to be in? We'll count it down. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 books, 2 stands, and a piece. So 8 pieces in there. I know it's kind of shiny, but they did a pretty good job keeping it all together and still being able to see through the packaging as well. So thank you, Miss Romola. And as she counts that down, I'll open this bag and I will think to myself what the price is on those carrots. I would do $3 start here for you guys. I probably put 5 on the pack at the booth. There was probably a tag there, but there's nothing on it now. So they'd be real cute in a little basket with some other eggs. Or you could separate them, put them with other things. They're from tip to the top of the leaves. They're 8 inches long, and they're about 2 inches across the top here. So New Horizon. Horizon Group USA originally came out in 17, or for the season, the spring season of 18 for the bunch of carrots. They'd be fun for if you had younger children. You wouldn't have to worry about them breaking, or they could play with and or touch the decor and it wouldn't hurt anything. So that's kind of fun. Okay. $2 choice start. See how I am? I'm going to start it off right at the beginning. I have wooden dinosaur toys. They're on wheels. $2 choice start. I think we have a T-Rex. Oh yeah, this is like, we have a green one. We have a blue one. We have an orange one. We have a yellow one. And we have a purple one. This looks way almost blue. Oh my goodness. Let's try and get that the right color. There we go. That's the purple guy. I do not see any markings of who made these, but just adorable little creative imagination toys for kids. Geneva is in it too. Anyone else? I know, dinosaurs. I love it. The tallest one is the green one. He is 4.5 inches tall. And the longest is probably that blue one. And he is almost 6 inches long. He does have a little boo-boo on his tail right there, missing a piece. So, Geneva, if you are in for more than just one or you want first choice, are you going to be, would you like to be 3 or higher? I mean, excuse me, Margaret. Geneva was in first. There we go. Perfect. Thank you. I'm going to look and see if anybody else has a little boo-boo on his paint. The orange one looks good. Green looks good. The only one I'm seeing so far is that blue on that little chip on his tail. Look at his little teeth. He looks like he's having lunch. So Geneva is out. All right. Choice. I can count them down for Miss Margaret. So this we're going to call yellow, green, purple, orange, and blue. And again, the blue one has that little chip of paint missing. So wooden dinos. Counting down for, oh, Midge is in at 4. Hi, Midge. Good to see you. Uh-oh, Miss Margaret. She got in right before the sold. She did sneak in there. Or, depending on if Midge wants to show us her hand and let us know if that she is at 4. So, Margaret, I guess we need to either ask Midge if she doesn't want the green or orange, and or you decide whether you want to be 5 or out. That is our choices right now. And we'll watch for that to come through here. We got Midge in at 4. Margaret, I apologize. Sometimes I just never know what's going to be popular. And I'm just writing the item down first to start with. So let us know whether you'd like to be in or out, or if Midge wants to tell us what she's looking for, then I guess you can decide that way. Sometimes people are willing to tell us what they're interested in. We'll go from there. You go over there. And that is that one. You're all good, Margaret? Okay. So I'm going to say you're out then with that all good. Have Midge decide. Okay, so we got Midge in at 4. I'm going to finish the countdown on that. And we'll have Midge tell us where she would like to be or what color she would like to have, remembering that this one is the one with a little chip on the end. Excuse me. Oh, goodness. It's like I said that without taking a breath for the whole sentence. Last call. All in, all done. Unless somebody else sneaks in there. Our popular dinosaurs. Sold to Miss Midge. Purple, green, yellow, blue, orange. You want orange and purple. Orange and purple. Thank you, Midge. So then, Margaret, you're my next. You're next in line. Are you interested in blue with a chip yellow, or green? Let us know. And then Geneva would be the next person. That would be the next backup. I know you had said orange and green before. This is it's like a golden, I would say it's really close to a school bus yellow. You're gonna go with the yellow and green. Thank you, Mitch. And Margaret. I met Margaret. But both of you, thank you so much. 2 times. So I do have the blue one left with the little chip on his tail. If anyone is interested. Oh, Geneva's going to take our last dino. Thank you, Geneva. Ooh. Perfect. Clean sweep on the dinos. Thank you, ladies. Wonderful. No dino left behind. I need a new sticky notepad. We're running out. We'll run out. Let's go to that one. All right. Let's see. This is it's more than vintage, but it's not antique. It's a glass bake. What do they call it? Like a bundt pan style glass baking dish. I can start this we could start it at 4. I'd probably have 5 to 7 on it in my booth. It says right here, it says glass bake. And then at the top, it also says, oh, it's really hard for me to read that backwards. It says Little Princess. So a Little Princess mold. And it has a design on the outside and is smooth all inside. It does have a ridge right here and right there. We got Mom in at 4 for the little mini size glass bake pan. Anybody else wants to be in and be 5 or higher? Count it down for Mom. And while we watch for that, I'll pull the next item over. Let's see. We did those. Let's see what's in here. I might have a couple that I need to pull the tape off. Oh, these are fun. I know. I don't know. She might. She likes the small children's ones. Almost like a children's style size baking dish, I guess. There's those. Does it glow? Well, that's a good question. Not with that one. Nope, no glow. Sorry. Sold to Mom. Thank you. I suppose she could. Remember the little it would almost fit in the easy bake oven, but I don't think that it would. I don't know if it would bake because those had metal pans in them when I had them in the 70s and the 80s. I don't know if a little glass one would fit through there or not. All right. I have a little mushroom creamer. I think this is the hobby piece that people were able to, paint the way they wanted to coordinate it with, because there's the 3 little prongs where they would have when it was fired. This creamer, I would start at $4. I'd probably have 7 to 9, 7 to 10 on it in my booth. I know. Don't you love that autocorrect, Mom? The cute little, it's creamer. It's glazed on inside and out. We have that real dark yellow and then the brown and yellow mushrooms on this side. It's just a little bitty one, which is about 3 inches tall and about 4 inches wide with the handle. So not quite the Merry Mushrooms, but I have had the canister set that was a hobby piece before. So I figured this would be great for the booth if you guys didn't want it. Okay, something totally out of my normal wheelhouse, but this is the old plastic or I don't think it's not Bakelite, but it's the old plastic from the 60s and 70s. This is a shoehorn with the bamboo and the horse head handle. They had a set that was a brush with the handle and then the shoehorn in the handle for like the gentleman's dressing set. I would start this guy at $8. If I had both pieces, I think they were running $25 to $30 for a pair. But it's got some really fun detailing. It has just a metallic cord that's got a little fraying on it that was used for hanging it somewhere. But great detailing on the whole handle. Then there's like 4 inches of bamboo and then the shoehorn. Romola is in. Did he? I think it's pretty cool. I look at more horse stuff because Barb likes horses. He's almost 16 inches long and about 2.5 here and 2.5 here. So Romola, you will be having an oblong shaped box to get that to fit in, but a great detailed little piece. So I'm going to put horse, shoehorn. We are at 8. We can count it down. Oh, cool, Laura. That's neat too. Exactly. You need it like by your coat when you're putting on your your boots when you gotta go, heading out for the day. Counting it down. Thank you, Kim. All right, listen, you little box. Got to go like that. There we go. Perfect. Thank you. Oh, we're missing. Okay. This is a acrylic shaker set. It is missing one of this is the stopper. So it's a specific shape. So I'm not sure how that could be remedied. These guys, I'd start them at $4 missing that stopper, but they're clear acrylic mice with bows. Are they not the cutest little shakers? 3 inches tall, about 2 inches wide, and about 1.5 inches in depth. You can see where the line where they're in a mold. All the detailing. Oh my goodness. There's his little tail on the back. I thought some of these were Hallmark, but I don't know. I think Hallmark might have had ones that were they weren't the crystal acrylic. They were the plastic, but they were all colored in. I mean, they are kind of cute. There's not a lot of mice that I consider cute. And I don't see anything on the bottom. Oh yeah, they would. Yeah, I'm not seeing any mark on the bottom of these. Or even like, with a black light, you can light them up like a little night light. So they're not holiday themed. They don't have, since the bow doesn't have a specific color to it, they don't, they could go for anything. So he does. I just don't want to see these like crawling around my house. I know. Who needs a stopper? Nobody needs a stopper. You could probably cut like a piece of cardboard or something and tape it. I don't know. You'd have to get a little creative probably for that. Oh, look, speaking of mice, I picked this guy up at an estate sale. He has a finger puppet. He's 4 inches tall, about 2 by 2, give or take. He has a little cord or almost like a shoelace woven tail. I need to start him at probably 6. Well, I probably should start him higher than that, but let's start him at 7. He is a folkmanis style finger puppet. I have been told that that is the finger puppet or the puppet company for making puppets of all kinds. They are high end. He's got a variegated colored fur. It's very soft, cute little ears, black beady eyes, cotton little whiskers. He's pretty cute. I think I have seen some of these originally I think I've seen them in like gift shops, and they're probably $15 to $20, but he was in somebody. Oh, is that flocked? Oh my gosh, that's a little flocked nose, little pink nose that's got fuzzy on it. Somebody had a mouse collection at this estate sale. That's where I got this little Knickerbocker gnome as well. So, right, they're great for little kids. So it's just the right size for a kid as well. Or, if you're a Disney person, you could get a hook up a magnet and have him be a shoulder guy, a shoulder sitter. But he's very realistic looking. And I didn't realize I had so many mice, quite frankly, coming to you all this time around. Let's see. I'll do a few more of these things, and we'll do some plush. And are we doing okay there, Miss Kim? Thank you for hanging out and helping out in between your power and everything tonight. It's been a little bit of a challenge, I suppose, for everybody. How about this guy? He's a rhinoceros. Oh, it's still snowing. Oh my goodness. There's a little bird on his back. He's got a lot of detail. He's almost like a round box. I think it's made out of resin. There is no mark. There's not a sticker left on it. I've seen, I don't remember who made these, like Sandy Craft, but those were stone critters. It's in that style. This can be a $5 start because here he's a little trinket box. The top and back comes off, and inside there's a little baby rhinoceros inside. He's so cute. Let's see. He measures about 3.5 by 3, and then about 2.5 to 3 tall. See, this face reminds me of the Sandy Craft stuff. We used to have them at Hallmark. They were we had a lot of like the realistic cats and dogs that would like curl up and look like they were napping, but they were made out of stone or a pottery. This is definitely a resin. He's heavy, but you can see that it's a resin. So thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. Cute little guy. Rhinoceroses don't show up as often here either. They're not as popular of a critter, I don't think. There's not very many kids that go, oh, rhinoceroses are my favorite animal. I think these were a crafter's item. They could have been mass produced, but I know they could have come from Hobby Lobby or something too. They might have been. There's 3 different sizes. So let's see. We'll do 2, 3, and 4. I think that'll just be the easiest way to go, and claim them if you want them. Somebody else, if we have more than one person claiming them at a time, then we'll turn it into a little bit of a, into the offer up. I know, not as cuddly. You are correct. So they're based on, like, people were taking old mattresses apart and putting critters. This one's got the little bee on it, the wooden bee with a heart-shaped metal piece on top to look like wings. This is a small. It would be $2. And then this is the medium. He's a little bit, a half-inch taller. Same thing on the spring. Or it could even be like if you had a tree. This could be like a topper for a spring tree with some of those Easter ornaments or something. Again, with the heart-shaped kind of wings. He has 2 antennas. There they are. There's his antennae. And then the large is significantly taller, would be $4. And that looks like that Easter egg size egg. If we're gonna, technically, just about that Easter egg, real chicken size egg that's wooden. His antenna, oh my goodness. Put yourself together, little bee. There we go. So $4 for the large, $3 for the medium, $2 for the small, all little wood and metal beads in very, very various sizes. And yeah, I bet you that's what they use for, like, a little wooden eggs to make those. That's right. Spring bee springs. Spring bees. They'd be kind of cute with the carrots. Kind of got a whole bright yellow, oranges, greens going on. Okay, that one I don't know about. That I don't know about. I have this one, and then we'll do plush. You guys are going to go right there. Perfect. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. Are you in for all 3, Ma? So 3 spring bees. You got it. We can count that down for Mom. Oh, way too many things. Oh, I was gonna double check this with a brighter light. Oh yeah, definitely has a fire. Ah, okay, you got it, Ma. Last call. And the bees are sold to Mom. All 3. Next up, I have a milk glass. I'm assuming that it was originally a soap dish. It is marked Avon, and it has a circle with the number 7. I don't know if that was for a date or not. Now, it does have a little bit of a wear on the blue floral that is printed in it. Somebody used it. It does have a very slight, right at this edge, fire. So it's got that golden orange color around the edge. This would be a $4 start. The soap, trinket dish even, 4.5 by 3.5, and it is just under 1.5 tall. Again, it'd be great for, if you had it at the sink. It's nice and tall enough that you could put rings or something at the sink, so you wouldn't have to take off your jewelry if you were washing the dishes, or trinket dish or soap dish or any of the above, like we were talking about before. But I don't usually pick up the Avon, but with that nice older milk glass with the fire along the edge, I went ahead and grabbed it. And it's kind of that springy vibe with the blue and white together. So, okay, these, you guys are going to come out. Got it. You go in there. I have a number 4 of the birthday girls. She is in a pale purple dress. She has her arms and her leg. Well, her legs are under the skirt, but she has her fingers and her ponytail. It says Growing Up Girls. Number 4. She would be, I think the last time I did $4 start. I would be fine with the $4 start on number 4. I think I had a number 2 birthday last time. And I'm not coming up with, yes, Growing Up Birthday Girls, Enesco. There we go. It's very fine lettering. The font is kind of hard to read. So being a number 4, she is 3.5 inches tall. And just that gold glaze on the number. All the rest is that bisque as well. All right, cool. Okay. So throwing this out there, I picked up a stack of someone's photography work. I can't, Holt is the last name for the photographer. They are printed pictures that have been put in a mat that is 5x7. So it's matted and framed, ready to be framed. And I have a whole stack. If anyone is interested in something like that, they would probably be just $2 a piece. The majority of them, I believe, are Colorado kind of scenes and stuff like that. Some florals, some animals, mostly scenery. If you're interested, I could do that probably next time, because I really would like to do some plush tonight. And then we're really close to the end. But yeah, so that's kind of the glare, something else. So I didn't know if some of you guys would be interested in something like that or not. I thought they'd be a great item for the booth. Got some fun sunsets, some florals. So I can definitely go through them all. Right. You guys go over here so you don't fall off. Perfect. Okay. This will be similar to our quick claim that we do with 12 Days of Christmas. If more than one person comes in, then we'll automatically go to the offer up, so we can get through them pretty quickly. And if you're not interested in plush, then it won't hurt as much to watch, I guess. So, Kim, as far as I'm concerned, you could probably just put in a keyword and the start price, and then they can be claimed from there. This is a bunny pillow. He's plush on the front with gray stitching. Spritz, I think, is a Target brand. Originally 10. He'd be 4 here. I'm just gonna put that there. So bunny would be 4. This gal is a plush mermaid. She is by Fiesta, which is a great brand. She would be 5. Miss Patsy on the bunny. Pillow. Okay. She is, let me see, just a quick, She's bigger than the normal ones. 17 inches. And she's got yarn, blues and greens in her hair. Thank you, Miss Patsy. Okay. 4 start on a tie with tag. Deer. He is the Beanie Boo. He's a fawn, actually, I suppose you would say, with those little spots. His name is, open up, open, Buckley. With those big gold sparkly eyes. You are coming over here for Miss Patsy. I have another, well, she's not a, that was a mermaid. This is like a butterfly baby situation. She's got these iridized plastic wings. Probably needs a little bit of help in the hairdo department, but she's got a cute little soft collar. So it's like, so younger kids can play with them so they're not moving parts. So she's a butterfly girl. She would be a $4 start. Look at her face. She almost does look like a fairy. Her face is printed on. I thought at first it was embroidered, but it's not. So Becky, I'm assuming you're just throwing in there what she is versus claiming her. Giving us a suggestion. I have a $3 start on a gnome. He's a bunny Easter gnome with a rainbow hat. He's got bunny ears and purple plush, yellow limbs. He would be $3. Let's see. Does he have a brand? He does not. He's a little taller guy. Almost 12 inches with his feet to his toes. Also have a mushroom bunny. $3 start. She's polka dot. Mom's going on the nose. Okay, Ma. You're going there. Perfect. I'm going to write that on your beads. Thank you. I don't see a brand on this one either. That's a little polka dot pink mushroom with bunny ears. I have a horse. This would be a $4 start. Brown with white mane and tail. This is Douglas. This is a high-end plush company. Bigger piece altogether. He's about 8 inches tall by about 10 inches long. Almost 12 with that crazy hair. $3 start on the purple cow. She has a little sparkly purple bow. Purple and white. Margaret is going to go on the horse. Thank you, Margaret. The horse, the cow has the brand First and Main. Very cuddly. Okay, horse. Gotcha. I thought you said no more plush, Ma. But hey, if you want the purple cow, you can have the purple cow. Got it. Super cute. What can I say? I can't pass these things up. $4 start because it's the sequins pink unicorn. Changes from pink to the what's that? All the silvery sequins look. Ah, okay. No tag, no hang tag, but his name is Sparkles right there. $4 start on that unicorn. 3 start on a little leopard. Blues, greens in the Beanie Boo leopard. $3 start. His name, I think I've had this one before. Leona. $3 start with tag. Squishmallow, Francine, the little princess frog on a keychain. Little heart embroidered cheeks. Francine. What does it say in here? I mean, it's open, open, open. Really? Francine has never missed a corn maze tour. Every year, she's hopped through the huge corn maze outside town with her trusty map. And then it goes on and on and on to tell us about Francine as a princess frog squishmallow. I have a smaller brown horse. This will be a $4 start. I know, right? Who knew Francine hopped through the corn maze? This one's a little bit smaller than, this was the first brown horse. A little bit smaller, not as big of a mane or long of a hair on his mane. Aurora, another great brand. Cute little black beady eyes. And then I have 3 dinosaurs. I thought they were in pretty great condition. Sometimes the boys are a little rougher on some of these critters. So I thought they were in pretty great condition. I think I need to start them at $5 each. This one is gold tone winged, well, excuse me. This is a winged dragon, a mythological creature. Some would call dinosaurs that as well. But sparkled wings with satin, kind of a variegated plush, and it is a Douglas one as well. So one dragon, 2 dinosaurs. Here's the dinosaurs. I think we have a Stegosaurus in purples, and it has the kind of a camo kind of print to the plush, and then a textured one down on the legs. This is the Aurora brand as well. And then the last one, which is the other dinosaur, is a T-Rex. Look at the eyes. Super cool. Very textured. It's kind of shiny and soft at the same time. And then a different little texture that's a little bit taller pile on the midsection. He has very, very tiny arms. He is also a Douglas plush. But I thought, wow, you don't see dinosaurs very often. And probably these Douglas ones originally were somewhere in the, I would say, probably somewhere in the $20 range, if I had to guess, because they're taller, way bigger than the Thai ones, about 9.5 inches tall. This one is. So that is my plush that I had pulled. Okay, you guys sit over here. Don't go anywhere. No running off now. And I think we've made it through. Oh, we're still before 10 o'clock. I found 2 things on this side. But then we made it through the plush. Miss Patsy, you're going to go with the purple dinosaur? You got it, Miss Patsy. Purple dino at 5. Miss Patsy. Thank you so much. Let's get these over to the side. I have 2 stragglers. And then if we still have time tonight, if anyone is interested in photography, otherwise we'll save those for another round. I think we did pretty good. I have, a few stragglers that are just didn't make it out onto the desk tonight, but they did not sell. They are still available. These little guys that Patty thinks is asked, he's answering whether they want to go to market or not. 1 and 2. There he is. You got it. Thank you, Romola. And I think, okay, my memory says $10 start. If you remember something else or Kim remembers, let me know. Because we all know how good my memory gets as we get going and I start saying all sorts of different numbers all in a row. Wonderful. Thank you, Romola. So these are the 2 guys that I missed. First of all, I have a Michigan shaped cookie cutter, new in package. This would be a $2 start, and it has a sugar cookie recipe on the back. So it says classic. Oh, and it's even made in the USA. The Michigan Mitten cookie cutter. Classic sugar cookie included. Made in the mitten. And it says it like 3 different places. It says it right here, made in the mitten, right there, and it also says it on the cookie cutter itself. Michigan Mitten, made in the mitten, all over the place. They're very proud that this was made in Michigan. That will probably go over there. Oh, Mom's in it too. Let's see. Mom, Michigan cookie cutter. I need to get a new. My lead keeps sliding in and out, and every time I go to write, I lose it. There we go. That one will be better. Counting her down. Yes, she is. I do remember that. Since it was brand new in the package, that's why I grabbed that guy. And I'm going to open this up quick so we can see what these are for our grand finale this evening. They are a little more of a winter theme, but hey, maybe they need a chance before that Christmas box, that winter box is packed away. Mine, I still have one that's open because it's not full yet. And they'll have a chance for a new home. Okay. This is the original box. It's Fitz and Floyd. And they say it's got a foil sticker on the top that says Essentials. It was originally, it was sold at Steinmart. It says Twinkling Teddy Tumblers. So it's a set of 3 tumbling figures. Fitz has done this with a whole bunch of different animals over the years, different holidays. So this one is sitting this way with this little, like a star cookie. He's dressed in a plaid outfit and hat. The set would be starting at $12 for you guys. I'd probably put it between $15 and $20 at the booth. They have a really shiny glaze. They range about 3 inches tall. This one would be standing up straight. There's his star cookie. Oh, you just have holly and berry on his stocking cap as well. And then this one is kind of like on his head, tumbling over like a somersault on top of the cookie itself. Kind of see it there. They are marked at the bottom. Oh, upside down. Fitz and Floyd Essentials. So they would be like this. Let's see. As long as they don't tumble out of my hands. There we go. All different positions of the little teddy bears. One of our gals locally has some of the Fitz and Floyd, but she said she likes the snowman better. But I think these came from Florida. I think I picked them up in Florida. They were pretty cute. So they will go in my Christmas box now that they've been shown. So they haven't been left behind. They got a chance at the live on the YouTube. And we'll go from there. So, okay. If there's any other questions, please let me know. Throw me a comment or send me an email at vintagevikingtreasures@gmail.com. Thank you so much, everybody, I feel like it was super fast tonight, but we're right on our normal 2 hours. So that's awesome. Thank you, Kim, for jumping in last minute and helping out with modding in the chat. I super appreciate it because my typing skills while I'm talking are nowhere near as good as yours and Kristen's at all. So I very much appreciate it. Next week, Stephen will be with us from Alabama's. And I already have that up in the chat, so you can go and mark it and get a notification for when it goes live. And I think in April, before I leave, I'm going to try and schedule another mushroom pixie, gnome, pixie, whatever we want to call it, sale again. My drawer is getting full as I've been organizing. I have filled it up. So can't wait to see. Oh, yes. Are you good with those for next time around, Miss Stephanie, or you want to see them tonight? But we can show them with Steven. I'll be able to do, a few at a time as we go through. And yes, everybody, please keep Kristen in your prayers as she's still recuperating and trying to juggle, getting back to work and everything. All right, cool. Thank you, Stephanie. Appreciate it. So yeah, I think we did it. Yay. Everybody stay warm. Hopefully all the snow melts quickly and we can get back out to running around and, having a good time. I got to get back to the booth and all those things coming up this week as well. So thank you, everyone. Thumbs up. See you next week. Good night, everybody.